Hello guys and girls, my name is Levitee. Welcome back to the PSL Season 2, week number 5, I think. I do not remember. This week, we have a very tough opponent. We are facing Dave Olwolf and the Baltimore Blastoise. He's currently undefeated, and we are sitting at 3-1, I'm pretty sure. So, this is going to be a really tough match, and it doesn't help that he is the matchup. He's got a really hard team to prep for. Very offensive. A lot of Pokemon that just are very hard to switch into. So yeah, the team he has is Latios, Hippowdon, Jolteon, Uxie, Swallow, Kecleon, Mega Scizor, Azumarill, Superior, Chandelure, Alolan Persian, Terrakion, and Azumarill as a Z holder. So the big threats I'm scared of Terrakion the most. As you can tell by my team, Terrakion basically two-shots everything, so it sucks. There's really nothing I can do against it. Azumarill is also a big threat. Azumarill is a big threat to really any team, though. And yeah. And then there's Superior. Superior is like a weird thing. It can do a lot, but it can also do nothing. Because, like, with the right coverage, it can do something. Like, Dragon Pulse, Leaf Storm, and Hidden Power Fire would be enough coverage for him to do something against my team. But then again, I have Mandibuzz, which switches into Superior very easily. And then he has Mega Scizor. Mega Scizor is also a giant threat to me. And Latios, of course, also a big threat. So a very tough match for me, like I said. Let's go into my team now. We have Mandibuzz, Keldeo, Victini, Kartana, Alolan Ninetales, and Florges. So let's go in depth of my team now. So, first up, we have Mandibuzz. Now, Mandibuzz is really good this match. It's going to be one of my main win cons, as it generally can take some hits from a lot of his Pokemon. Mega Scizor, Superior. I can even take a Draco from Latios and then Roost up, and then he'll be at -2. Like, I can't take player off from Azumarill. So yeah, Mandibuzz here. Really important Pokemon for this match. We have the leftovers with the Overcoat. As our first move, we got Roost. You know, it's Roost. Nothing too special about that. Nice recovery. Then we have Foul Play. Foul Play is, of course, there for SD Scizor, and it hits the Azumarill a bit harder. And same thing with Terrakion. And like Hippowdon, basically like his physical attackers. I mean, Hippowdon isn't really a physical attacker, but it's going to hit decently hard. Then we have Knockoff as our last move. Now, we originally had Brave Bird on here for Superior, but then we were looking at him like, Superior, he could bring it, he could also not bring it, and we didn't see really a reason to bring Brave Bird just for Superior as well, because like we said, we naturally take on Superior as is, and Victini can also switch into a Leaf Storm fairly easily, as well as Florges, and even Kartana. So we decided to put Knockoff on there just because it's useful to knock off something's item. Now, this could be really bad, though, as well, because if he hard switches into Terrakion on this thing, it's going to get the Justified boost, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, well, Justified. What was I thinking of? Defiant? I don't remember, who cares. And then we have Defog as the last move. You know, it's Defog. Defog really nice to have in this match. He has a pretty good Rock Stutter and Hippowdon. And Uxie. Are those the only ones? Terrakion, of course, but I don't see him bringing Rocks on Terrakion. For EVs, we have 248 in HP, 56 in attack, 4 in defense, and 200 Spadef with a careful nature. So we're running Spadef. Mandibuzz this week. The defense EVs, or the attack investment, allows us to two-shot the Terrakion, I think. Maybe Azumarill. Actually, I doubt we can two-shot Azumarill. But I'm pretty sure it's there for the Terrakion. And then the defense investment, just put 4 in there. And then the rest it is in special defense, which allows us to just take Superior a lot better. This is primarily just going to be our major Superior switching. There's really no reason to run physically defensive versus him, as I'm not going to be taking hits from Terrakion or Azumarill as is. So there's really no point to doing that. So it's a nice switch into Latios or Superior. It's basically here for Superior, though. Next up, we have Keldeo. Our main offensive threat, I guess you could call it. Keldeo is pretty good this match. It two-shots a lot of his team. Just naming things it doesn't. Uxie. That might be his only thing that doesn't get two-shot by Keldeo. So, We have the Life Orb on there just to give us a bit more firepower, justified of course, and we're bringing Calm Mind this week because we didn't oh my god, we didn't really need to run Specs at all this week, and Calm Mind is nice because it could have been a late game win con, there you go. But we would have to get rid of things like Latios, basically everything that would outspeed it, and it's also a pretty nice switch in the Mega Scizor as well because we take hits well from that thing and scare it out with the Surf. Then we have Icy Wind on here. Icy Wind, of course, allows us to two-shot the Latios, which is really cool. And Icy Wind overall is just really nice to lower the speed of something. And if Latios is going to be his primary Keldeo switching, which I don't think it is, he's got a Uxie right there and a Azumarill. But he could be scared of HP Grass, I guess. So what was I gonna say? Oh, there was something. But the thing with Uxie is that it just gets worn down easily. It lacks recovery, and if I get rocks up, well, actually, there's no point to even say that because I'm not even bringing rocks this week. So yeah, we have Calm Mind and Icy Wind, and then we have HP Fire, which allows us to knock out the Mega Scizor because I'm very scared of that. So I'd like to get rid of it as soon as possible. And then we have Surf. You know, just our main water stab. Didn't need Hydro Pump or Scald. Scald would have been nice for like fishing a burn against the Terrakion, but he won't send in Terrakion on Keldeo as it is. So it's a really necessary no. And Scald didn't knock out some of the things that Surf could have. So yeah, and Surf could do the same thing as Hydro Pump, besides a little bit less firepower, and it won't miss as well. So for Eevees, nothing too special. We're just running max special attack, 4 in Spadef, and max speed with a Timid Nature. Now I don't like running max speed on Pokemon, but I feel like it was pretty necessary here to try and win a speed tie where Terrakion is. If I win that, it's very important, but if I lose that, I might lose my Keldeo, or it's going to be crippled really bad. So there's Keldeo for you, my main offensive win con, I guess you could call it. And then we have Victini here. We're bringing Choice Scarf again, especially offensive. With Blue Flare, Blue Flare allows us to just nuke a lot of his things. It's our main fire stab, of course. Hits his team pretty hard, besides like Azumarill, Latios. And Hippowdon can take it a bit, Uxie as well. But it's really it. It hits his team pretty hard. Flash Fire Chandelure is also a thing. Then we have Shadow Ball here. Shadow Ball, of course, allows us to hit the Latios, which it could also be a Victini switching, I guess, as it resists both of my stab. But he could fear the Shadow Ball or even a Glaciate if I'm physically offensive. So Thunderbolt, of course, hits the Azumarill. That's really all it's there for, just the Azumarill. And then U-turn, of course, to get initiative, which is really nice in that regard. So Eevee's running 60 defense, max special attack with modest, and 196 speed. So the 196 speeds allows us to outspeed Scarf Latios, I think. No, not Scarf Latios. We wouldn't outspeed that. I think it just allows us. I don't remember. I think it just. I'm blanking. What does this allow us? I think it just allows us to outspeed Jolteon. Yeah, it's for Jolteon. So we outspeed Jolteon with this, of course, if he's not Quick Feet, which he could be. And then the max special attack modest, because I didn't need to run Timid to outspeed everything besides Scarf Terrakion or Scarf Latios. So I could afford to run modest and hit pretty hard as well. So there's Victini for you. It's pretty hard. This is his 5th time coming in a row. He's come to every match so far. So Florges, Florges is back again. So next up we have Kartana. Now this was a bit interesting because we originally had Bouffalon over this, but in playtesting, Bouffalon didn't really do anything. It hit really hard, but it just got revenged by everything. So we felt that Choice Scarf Kartana would have been a better bring over that. We're bringing double Scarf here, which is pretty interesting, but I think it'll work out pretty good against him. So like I said, Choice Scarf, Beast Boost, of course, with Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade, of course, hits him pretty hard. It breaks down the Hippowdon and the Azumarill if he doesn't bring Sap Sipper. And what else does it hit? Well, that's basically it. And then Smart Strike, of course, has a Steel Stab. It allows us to hit the things that Leaf Blade cannot. And then Knockoff, of course, allows us to hit Chandelure because Chandelure does resist both of these stabs. And if he's Flame Body and he decides to Heart Send it down on it, it could be really bad for my Kartana. So we have Knockoff there. Knockoff is just overall nice, just because Knockoff's a really good move to have. And then Sacred Sword is there for the what is that there for? Terrakion. Well, there's no point to that because I have Smart Strike and Leaf Blade. I guess it's there for Alolan Persian. I really don't need Sacred Sword in this match that much, but it's just kind of there as whatever. So for Eevee's running max attack, 8 in defense, and 248 in speed. Jolly. So this allows, the speed EVs allow us to outspeed Scarf Terrakion, which is what I was going for here. So yeah, even if he's Rock Polish as well, we'll outspeed that unless he gets to +3, which would be bad. But, so one of the things that can check this thing fairly well, if you bring Sapsip or Azumarill, which he could do, I'm not really expecting it, but we did talk about it in playtesting, or not playtesting, building. Shout out to my boy Jingus, I forgot to say this in the beginning. Thanks for helping me build. So, if he does bring it, like I said, I'm not going to be surprised. No, wait, what am I saying? If he... I'm blanking. I'm having a brain fart here. I just discombobulated my mind. Alright, let's reset. So, if he does bring the Sapsip or Azumarill, I'm not going to be really surprised. But it's whatever. Really good bring on his part if he does bring it. But if I immediately see Whirlpool, or really any move, because if he brings the Sapsip Azumarill, it's probably going to be the Whirlpool trap set, like most of them do when they run Sapsipper. So there's that. I'm probably just going to click Smart Strike on that thing anyway. So next up we have Alola Ninetales. So Aurora Veil is kind of really important in this match. But the really thing that sucks about Alola Ninetales is it just baits in the Mega Scizor every time, unless he's scared I have HP Fire, which we do have, but it would come down to prediction game, whether I predict that, or just go the safe route and click Moonblast, or Freeze Dry. So, it sucks in that regard, but I do feel like Aurora Veil is worth it if I can find an opportunity to get it up. So like I said, we do have Aurora Veil, and then Moonblast as our Fairy Stab, as it hits him fairly hard, hits Azumarill, and basically everything in between. Hidden Power Fire, like I said, that hits the Scizor. I don't think it knocks it out, but I'm pretty sure it does a lot. Then we have Freeze Dry, which allows us to hit the Azumarill for super effective damage, which is super cool in that. So for Eevees, we're running 12 in HP, max special attack, 244 in speed. With a Timid Nature, the speed allows us to outspeed max speed Jolly Terrakion, so it's good in that regard, and Moonblast does a lot to him. Unless, like, he brings the Rock Polish or the Scarf Terrakion, which he could very well do versus me, but I'm really scared of Bandit. I prep for Bandit the most, but I won't be surprised if he brings Scarf. So yeah, there's not really much on Alola Ninetales. It's kind of just there to set the Veil, and that's kind of it. Because Veil is pretty important in this match, I feel like. So next up we have Florges. Florges is a bit interesting in here, because originally we had Calm Mind, because Calm Mind Florges could have actually done, like, a lot of work, but in playtesting, I just didn't think there was any opportunity I would have been able to Calm Mind up, so I just put Protect over that. Like I said, we originally had Calm Mind over that. So we have a Berry Berry there. The Berry Berry allows us to ensures that Bullet Punch from Mega Scizor is a 3-hit KO, and I can do a lot of damage to him with an HP Fire. It doesn't knock him out, which is unfortunate. So we have Protect and Wish there. Protect, Wish, you know, the dynamic duo. Moonblast, of course, for Stab. And like I said, HP Fire allows us to hit the Scizor super effective if he wants to hard send it in on that. Maybe I can do a bit of a prediction. But like Alola Ninetales, it would come down to a prediction game whether or not I think he'll bring in the Mega Scizor or not. And then I can click HP Fire and cripple it. But he can always roost that turn as well, because I think I'd be too scared and have to switch out. So for Eevee's running 248 in HP, 124 in defense, and 136 def. Now, I originally ran physically defensive, but I decided to run Spadef because the Jolteon and the Swallow was a problem for me. Now, speaking of Jolteon, sorry if you hear that, my four-wheeler outside. My brother's doing his things. But like I was saying, the thing that sucks with Jolteon is I don't have a Volt Switch immunity, so it can spam it versus me, which is okay, I guess. I mean, the Florges is a pretty good switching, but like I said, he just Volt Switches for free. Now, we almost brought Rhydon this week. We almost did, but it was like a hit or miss of what Rhydon could do. And if he brings Jolteon, he's going to 100% bring HP Grass for that anyway, because I am sorry about that. There's nothing I can really do about this. This video is almost over anyway. But back to Florges. 240 in HP. The defense, it was just the leftover stuff I put from Spadef, because the Spadef ensures that a Boom Burst from Spec Swallow, Modest, will do is a guaranteed 3-hit KO. And I did calc Modest because he can run Modest Swallow versus me, which is a bit scary. Same thing with Jolteon. He can run Specs Modest Jolteon is a bit scary, but it's whatever. So yeah, it's really it for the team. I'm not really feeling that good going into this match. I feel like I built the best team possible. But like the weird thing about this team is that there's other stuff that could have worked really well as well. For example, Mega Ampharos could have done some work. Haunter could have done some work. Buffon could have done some work. And Rhydon. But I feel like I did build the best team possible. But if he beats me, I'm not going to be surprised because, one, he is undefeated, so he must be good. And two, he has the matchup 100%. I have a very hard team breaking down his offensive threats. And just switching into Tracheon in general is just extremely hard to do. So yeah, without further ado, I think I'm going to get the heck out of here. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to click the button down below. Let's get the heck out of here. Hope you guys have a beautiful day.